All right. One last story and we'll wrap it up.
All right, good. Bank
of America fired an Atlanta-based employee Thursday after let me reread this. Bank of America fired an Atlanta-based employee Thursday after she referred to black people as fucking niggers on Facebook posts.
Was that wrong? You can't say that.
Well, you can. But this goes back to people who affiliate their stupid Facebook
with their job. What was her position? I'm sorry.
Well, she worked for Bank of America. I don't know what her job was.
Okay.
According to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, which published screenshots of the since deleted post,
right.
Christine McMullen Lindgren, Lindgren, outbursts called on fucking niggers to go back to Africa. Get over your pity party.
Holy smokes.
You created this hatred and your own kind that brought you the great grandparents over here and sold them.
Wow.
So this is her post. I hate Facebook for this reason, you fucking niggers. And yes, if you call each other that, well, I can too. Fucking nigger, go back to Africa, get over your pity party. You created this hatred, your own kind that brought your great grandparents over here and sold them. Do something with your lives and your children's lives. I'm sure you don't work and collect welfare and teach hatred. Your poor children, all 5 of them, you can't afford because I pay for them. The post, in which Lindgren also told black people to do something with their lives rather than collect welfare, prompted a social media firestorm.
Oh, it went viral.
It did.
Sure.
A number of the users messaged Bank of America asking the company if it shared its employees' values. See, this again, stop associating your personal Facebook and your personal life with your employment.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, associate it with somebody else's company so that they just get unnecessarily.
Or why don't you just speak for yourself? Yeah. Don't affiliate yourself with anybody.
I have mine affiliated with Short's Funeral Home.
Right.
I'm the breath tester.
Does Christine McMullen Lindgren really work for you? One person wrote, according to the Journal-Constitution, if she is one of your employees, you are going to take action against. Are you going to take action against her?
Because if you don't, I'm going to withdraw all my money.
Right. I hope this company's values do not align with Christine's, another woman wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Bank of America said the employee had been fired by 1 p.m. on Thursday.
Dumb shit.
In a statement to the Journal-Constitution, Bank of America's senior president and communications manager, Andy Adler, confirmed Lindgren was indeed an employee, but that she no longer works for Bank of America.
You're kidding.
Now she's on welfare.
Yeah. Her and her 5 kids.
Right. I also called her comments reprehensible and unacceptable.
Yeah, and outrageous and
shocking and hateful and bigoted and xenophobic and what other foam you can throw at it.
Yeah, some other words that don't mean anything anymore.
Right. This is far from the first time an employee's social media persona has influenced their employment status. Almost 3 years have passed since Justine Sacco's job-losing but not career-ending tweet about AIDS in Africa, which spurred a Target tweet storm, a larger tweet storm.
A tweet storm? Holy smokes.
And sparked a national conversation about the perils of personal and work life overlap.
And this is why we never mention where you work.
Right, of course. Punishment for racism on the job is not always equal either. While Lundgren and Sacco got sacked, other folks like this Mobile, Alabama teacher who administered a racist test to her students last week just got administrative leave.
Mm-hmm. Kind of test?
I don't know.
How many? There's 5 black men in a room. How many stayed with their baby mama? Go.
0, 1, 2, 3, or 5.
Let's not get carried away. Just 0 or 1. That's 2 questions. They're not going to have like 5.
Well, you're
not a racist test.
Right.
The answer's got to be 0 or 1.
No, I think A, B, and C, the answer is 0 on all 3.
Yeah. A, 0. B, 0.
Right.
C, 0.
Right.
E, I don't understand the question because I don't know what a dad is. Oh, God damn it.
Let that be a lesson to you peoples. You Facebook people.
Yeah. Don't associate with your job, you dumbasses.
Yeah. Everybody's looking at that stupid Facebook.
Yeah. And have a fake Facebook, you dummies. For God's sakes. Even I have one, and I have no chance of getting fired.
Right.
But if the world ever changed and I had to go back and get a job and they go looking for me, believe me, when they go looking by my real name, they're going to find, wow, it sure was sunny today.
Sure.
I can't wait to see if the Indians make the playoffs.
Right.
That's the page they're going to find.
Yeah.
Fucking tools.
I haven't had anyone ask me if I have a Facebook page.
Yeah.
But if they did, I'd say, nope, never had one.
You know, the funny thing, though, is I have a friend that I'm helping that's trying to find a job, and I'm trying to help him find a job. And by doing that, I've been filling out some of his paperwork, you know, just going online and filling out some of the applications for him.
Mm-hmm.
That is now a question on the apps.
Is that right?
Is do you have a Facebook? Do you have a Twitter? Do you have a LinkedIn? What are they?
Mm-hmm.
And it says, you know, and it goes down to the bottom, and it has the same thing that's always had about, you know, if any of this stuff is found to be untrue, you know, it's immediate dismissal from consideration, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like, look at these fucking guys. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, they want to know who they're hiring.
Yeah, I guess. Well, don't they do a background check anyway?
Yeah, but a background check only tells you if you've broken the law somewhere, or you know, changed jobs, or you know, that kind of stuff. But they can't say if you're a David Duke or something.
Well, dude, it doesn't even have to be a David. Don't you think that if I was looking for a job, my Facebook page would fuck me with all the crazy shit that I say?
Yeah.
You know, I would be fucked. You know, but again, I said all that shit before I worked with this company, so why is that a problem?
Because that's who you are. That's your character.
Exactly.
That's who they're allowing through their door.
Yeah, I guess. So stupid.
Well, it is stupid, but it's not stupid at the same time.
See, I think it's stupid because forever it's been the same way. Now people just say their shit.
Well, again, people kept that kind of shit hidden.
Yeah,
but now it's out there for public consumption.
Yeah.
You know, if you, and this goes back to those conversations that we've had before that, you know, if you've had a bad day at work or your boss was an asshole or whatever the case may be, you go down to the local watering hole, meet up with your buddies, and you go, man, my boss was an asshole today. You know what that cocksucker did? Blah, blah, blah. You have your drinks and you go home, and that's the end of it. But people are posting that out there about their boss being a cocksucker and an asshole, and 1,000 people see it.
Right, and then they all share it back because they all secretly want to see everybody get fucked.
Right. But when you're drinking with your buddies at the bar, 3 people heard it.
Right.
You know, the 3 dudes you're hanging out with, and they go, oh, yeah, I know. I've had a boss like that, too. Fuck that guy. And then you go home and you rub one out and, you go back to work the next day.
And go back to work the next day all mellowed out. Hey, buddy. Yeah, shake hands and forget about it. Nah, don't worry about the stickiness.
Right.
It's nothing.
And that's how it works.
Yep.
So, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's this bad press. Everybody wants to, especially companies, because their reputation is what sells their product.
Yeah, true.
So you can't go out there bad mouthing your employee or your employer, or representing that your employer might have the same attitudes as you.
Right.
Because that isn't necessarily the case.
Yeah, that's true.
And that goes back to the Twitters that I read there. It's like, well, I sure hope you don't represent, whatever.
Exactly.
That you have the same attitude.
Yeah, but at the same time, don't you want to just fucking hit those people in the face with a ball bat?
I do.
Fucking idiots. Stop trying to take people's career because you don't like their opinion.
Well, but see, this is again, and we've said this a million times, this is the reason why we're not a sponsored show.
Yeah.
Is because the minute we say something that doesn't jibe, I'm writing your sponsor. I'm taking your money, pal, because you said something I don't like.
Exactly.
And that's the reason we do what we do, because go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Here it is.
Yeah, who are you going to tell?
Go tell Short's funeral home that I'm a bastard. And they'll be like, who?
Exactly. All right. That's a wrap.
All right, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. I want to say thanks to everybody who's tuned in and been a part of the show tonight, been part of the chat room, and all the whack-ass calls we've had tonight.
Thanks, Macho Man.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
What a night.
Very
Jesus.
bizarre.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to leave you with some of my favorite one of my favorite bands, Metal Church.
All right.
The Ronnie Monroe era.
Cool.
Probably the best record he made with Metal Church during his tenure, A Light in the Dark.
Yep, good. Great record.
And I'm going to leave you with Temple of the Sea.
Very good tune.
So until next Saturday night, this is Neely, along with my very good friend
Chris Hagen.
And we're gone.
Bye, kids.
Hey, Metalheads. This is Ronnie Monroe of Metal Church and the Ronnie Monroe Band. And you're listening to Chris and Neely on the Classic Metal Show. Metal Horns.